What's going on, guys? It's Omar. I wanted to get on here and just say at the beginning that halfway through we had to do something, and so if it seems like we had to kind of abruptly stop and start again, that's why. So I just wanted to, give a little heads up before the episode started. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy.
Hello, guys. How are you doing? We're back for another episode, I guess.
Uh,
It is me. I'm your host, Ahmed. We got a guest with us. So first off, we got the boys, Amura and Mushood, and
What's
then we
going on,
have
boys?
Brandon as well. So yeah,
Okay.
Why?
All right, Brandon, who are you? Why are you here? Who invited you?
I'm here because you sent me messages begging me to join your little podcast because you guys were very struggling for viewers and
No,
you
no,
my
no.
you need my popularity to boost it.
You exposed us on two.
Yeah.
Wait, did you watch the last video?
Not really.
I actually watched the whole thing, which is hilarious because in the last episode, I explicitly said, "There's no way I'm watching the whole thing," and I'm the only one that actually watched it.
Whoa, no,
I
no,
did too.
no. Yeah,
No, like the entire, from
Yeah.
start to
I'm pretty
finish.
sure I did.
yeah. From start to
Actually.
finish, yeah. You
Like
and
that.
Omar did, and my homie System Space. Shout out to my homie System Space. Oh my God, absolute trooper. Send us your Venmo, and Ahmed will send his next paycheck into it. All right.
Yes, I got you.
Did you watch it?
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
watched the whole. He was our first viewer.
yeah. He was actually our first viewer, deadass.
Our first full viewer.
If you check hobbies and cooking and fast anime, you can see me yapping with him about it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you sent it to me at 1 p.m. though, so it's like I would have to really sit down and watch the whole thing, and I'd be barely over with it by now.
Yeah, I guess so. When Ahmed was getting ready to get on the podcast, this is what he sent me.
What
See
he
this
sent?
in Discord in Omer Basement? Sorry, I'm busy. I'll call you later. Waiting, same. And then just this really blurry image of him like trying to open his laptop.
This is the Matrix. Shoot, why you gotta expose me like this? What's going on?
Because it's funny. It's for the sake of the app sesh, bro. Come on.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. I mean, you know me. I never come late to a podcast. That's cap.
I mean, to be fair, you were the first one here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No,
You were
what?
like frame 1, 3 o'clock. You were here, so
Oh, okay. But before when we started, he was late.
What?
when?
He was outside. He was outside getting what? A sandwich or something? No, he was getting a bike.
Yeah, I was getting a
Oh,
mic.
he was getting up.
Oh yeah, guys. How do you
nice.
think of my? What do you think of my new mic? Doesn't sound like really nice.
Wait, new mic? I think you said bike.
Oh no,
I'm
no.
not gonna lie. It did sound like bike.
Yeah, Ahmed, you said bike. You said bike for sure.
I
Yeah.
said bike?
Yeah, you said
Oh,
bike.
well,
100%.
No,
My
you
bad.
didn't say bike. He's gaslighting you. I'm gonna stop. Don't believe what he said.
I believe Mushood.
Okay, well,
Okay, I want to hear from you guys. What have you done this week? What have you played gaming-wise? Or what have you watched? What have you been up to?
Is that?
all right, I'm gonna go first.
Oh, okay. You,
All right,
you better make it
gaming-wise-
interesting. You better cook 'em.
I did.
Okay, gaming wise, to be honest with you, I haven't really been playing much except for Zenless Zone Zero, new gacha game by Hoyoverse.
Oh, is that the
and-
one that is... I don't even know how to
It's got some tickle
describe it.
bitties on Nicole.
It has like very fluid animation, right?
yeah, it's
That's one way
very
to say
like,
it.
yeah, it's very squash and stretchy and like very animated. It looks it's a very well like looking game, and it's fun. It's fun. It's kind of basic, but it is pretty fun.
Hmm.
And then I've been playing just Sonic Generations. I've been modding it, using.
All right.
Yeah, and I've been playing some Unleashed stages
Oh, but in Sonic Generations?
in Sonic Generations, yeah. And
Oh.
I have it pretty much to where it is literally like you almost cannot differentiate Unleashed and Generations. Like,
Really?
yeah, it
Uh-huh.
looks pretty much 1-to-1.
Oh wow.
And so that's been a lot of fun.
Does that not look like ass? I thought like most retextures and
No,
HD updates, whatever, that they just like make it more, I don't know, ass.
no. Basically, there's a mod that um what it does, it's a Unleashed texture pack where it pretty much just takes all of the textures from Unleashed, brings
Mhm.
it in, and so the game looks like Unleashed, it plays like Unleashed, and
Mm.
the HUD
Uh-huh.
is even like everything is pretty much just Sonic Unleashed, except is in Generations, runs smoother, 60 FPS, everything. And so yeah,
Oh wow.
that's been great. That's honestly kind of it in terms of games
All
for me
right.
at least.
That. Yeah, I think when I played, I say I think, no, when I actually played Sonic Adventure, I remember people recommended, what was the first system Sonic Adventure got?
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
Oh, it was Dreamcast. Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was people recommended to put like Dreamcast textures.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
I went through like a whole entire process on the web. Cause like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm curious if you guys do this. Whenever
Uh-huh.
I play a new game, okay, it could be
Yep.
any type of game. I always look up what is the best way to play game X.
Yeah, I did it too.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean the best way to play it? You mean on a
So like
platform?
say yeah, or like in general, like say for example Sonic Adventure. Okay, I was gonna play that. Um or like even like more recent, like one game that I was looking into, it's called like House of Morgana or something. It's a
Oh,
VN.
yeah, that one. Yeah,
Or
I want to
wait,
read
what
that
is
as
it called?
well. House of
Yeah,
Morgana.
wait,
I
you've
think.
read it?
No, but I want to. I bet Hundsu did.
Oh,
I
Hunter,
haven't
did
read
you
it.
read it?
I've heard of it though.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's one that I have in mind that I want to read. And I looked up just on my phone or like on Google, what's the best platform to play this game on? Because like it's on Vita, it's on Switch, it's on PC, it's on a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And like I compare the different platforms, and I decide the Vita is not that much different from the others, so I'm gonna play it on Vita.
Of course you are. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, I feel
okay.
like
So I
I feel like it probably is not that different, right? Because just
Yeah, I know what you're
reading.
on about, Ahmed. Do you just mean like okay, especially for VN? I can't imagine the difference between each platform would be that different. You just mean you want it on the Vita
Okay.
because of its portability at that point, and you hope
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
true. Okay,
ass.
okay. That's true. I gave Vita or I gave this one as an example, but in general, any game there is, I always look up like if there's something I should add to the game or like something else, something I should do more
Uh huh.
so.
Okay. Understandable. Understandable.
I
So you
mean,
guys,
mostly with that kind of stuff, it usually just comes down to like textures and graphics and like models. Because that's how it
yeah,
is in Sonic Adventure. It's like people
mm,
like the Dreamcast models more than the DX models.
yeah,
And so
exactly.
a lot of people say like, oh yeah, you should use the Dreamcast models and the Dreamcast textures. But to be honest with you, it's not that much different. Like I played it with the Dreamcast textures and models, and like it doesn't change the game. It just changes, I guess, the feel of it.
Kind of the
Yeah,
look of it.
yeah,
All
it's just
right.
the look of it. Yeah,
There's also another one, Chrono Trigger. Have you guys played Chrono
yeah.
Trigger?
I
Uh,
haven't heard of it. I haven't
no.
played it.
I've heard of it, but you know, it's really popular. It's like a
Hun-
classic. I
I
bet
played it a little
everyone.
bit.
I bet
Oh, you
everyone.
actually have?
Yeah, I know it's gonna be like because that's the game that has the DS version. It has
Hmm. He
the
has
SNES version and the PC version.
SNES, and there's also a PS1 version. And
Yeah,
I looked it up, and like what people said is the PS1 version you should not play because the loading times are shit. And then
yeah,
I
Oh, bro.
guess
Okay.
SNES people were indifferent about, and overall people recommended the DS version.
yeah.
Really, the DS
Sounds
version, not
about
the
right.
not the PC version?
I don't know how the PC version fits in
I
because
think
that came out
the
a lot later.
yeah the PC version of a lot of the I think it was the case for Chrono Trigger and I think some of the Final Fantasies they tend to
Mhm.
just be mobile like weird mobile game ports or something like
Oh,
that. I don't know if it's for Chrono Trigger specifically, but
They do
there's a
that?
couple like yeah they do it for there's like a surprising amount of old JRPGs that have like weird versions like Dragon Quest has like every game on mobile and stuff.
does it
Um,
actually? How in
Yeah,
the world?
they're not that
We're-
bad, but they just
Oh,
transfer well, or they don't transfer pretty poorly to PC.
I see, I see.
Yeah, I imagine.
Hmm.
I think the fonts might be really ugly and stuff. It's like kind of weird.
I'm playing Dragon Quest on what console? My phone. What? Okay.
Imagine.
All right. So, but I'm on wet. Mushood, go crazy. What have you been up
All right.
Oh God. Oh no.
So
I know this is going.
to? We should have whipped Mushood first. Get him out of the way.
so I know some of my critics won't enjoy this game very much, but I mean I'm telling you guys because it's like really wacky and I have funny stories to tell about it. So I've been watching a little underground VN called Shiny Days, and except it's not that underground. It's this like man, it's this huge VN. Like I'm really impressed by the routes in this game. There are so many routes, and like and you know Hundsu
Alright.
Hundsu's watched School Days as well, which is like the sequel, but kind of a different game, the same Shiny Days universe. But like there are like what for Shiny Days there are 40 endings, and
That's
like
crazy.
it feels
There's
so
many.
yeah, it feels so awesome because it's not even like each route is that good. It's not even like the plot is that good. It's just this feeling that like, you know, you can think of something crazy you can do. Like, man, imagine if I could do that. And the game is like, oh, you want to do that? Go ahead, bro. Yeah, you can do that. Just figure it out, lol. So it just like and like even the most unhinged, like most weirdest, crazy things, and the most like most halal things too as well. You can just do all of that. Like, you
Mushood,
know,
what is halal?
What?
like okay. I'll
For our viewers out there that don't know what this word is, this foreign word.
yeah. This weird word that those Muslims keep saying. Good. It's acceptable. It's not sinful.
Oh, okay,
You know,
not sinful. Okay,
and
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Using halal and in Shiny Days just does not. Even
okay, relatively
remotely-
halal. Relatively halal.
Yeah.
Relatively halal. I'll explain why.
Okay. Sure, buddy.
Before sunset. Before sunset. Before sunset.
No,
I
I'm
think
not
halal basically just means not haram, right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly.
For the Shiny Days, because I imagine it's pretty 0 to 100 real quick in the visual novel.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Hudson, did you actually play Shiny Days?
No, I recommended the Trixel kind of as like a meme. Well,
No, you
it
did
wasn't
this
really
to
a
him.
meme thing, like if I enjoyed it, but like the first,
Yeah.
we played it for like an hour and a half together,
Mhm.
and it was just like very slow at the start.
Oh.
And like there wasn't very like School Days has like a pretty good hook,
Mhm.
but Shiny Days was kind of lacking that. Like School Days, it starts off with like very obvious romance drama and like characters get
Yeah.
introduced. You can tell it's
Yeah.
kind of be messy, but Shiny Days, I didn't really have that experience with that.
I see. I will say, because I also played a little bit of School Days, I liked the beginning of School Days. Like you said, it was very messy. It was fun. Until it got like really like, bro, the banging in that game was very explicit.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow, like, bro, they're bleeding. No, why?
What?
Yeah,
Hyman, you know, that's how it is.
yeah, and we're just,
I-
bro, we're playing this game, and Mushood is just like, no way, we can skip it, and we skip it, bro. And as we're fast forwarding, it's still like you can still make out what's going on because it's so long. Like, bro,
Yeah.
they went all out with this scene, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just like, nah.
Bro, I played a little bit, but I didn't get into anything crazy.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I remember that time you read Shiny Days with me or School Days.
Days.
Like we read for 20 minutes, and actually before that, I was like, "Hey Omar, what do you want to do for now?" And I asked, "Hey, you want to watch Shiny Days?" And you were like, "Sure." And then
School
we
Days,
watched a
School
little
days,
bit
School
of
days.
it. Yeah, School Days. Then we watched a little bit of it, and then we never talked about it again.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played it and then we just never mentioned it ever again until recently.
Yeah. Thanks
Until recently.
to Brandon.
My homie Brandon. Oh yeah, we should say Brandon and Hutsu's same name.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, you guys did not let me finish my story. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
so
There's more?
yeah,
I mean,
there's a
I'm
lot
crazy,
more.
Mushood.
There's a lot more. I'm not even revealing my true power level at the moment, but because like even I don't know what you can do in the game fully. But there's this one route where like. Okay, every time in the game you're presented a decision in real time and you have to make a decision.
Yeah.
And for each choice you can just not answer. And like during the beginning of the game, like people are asking questions like, "Hey Makoto, what are you doing right now?" or like, "What do you want to do later?" or "How do you feel about this?" And you can just not answer and you're like, I don't know. So like you just sound like a total like stupid. You sound like a total idiot the whole game who can't answer anything and can't like just express his mind at all. So like,
Can you relate to that, Mushood? Is that why you like the game? No, I'm playing. Keep going.
Ahmed, keep yourself safe.
Keep yourself safe.
Yeah, keep yourself safe. And there's this one route where if you keep doing that, like. You will just get no bitches, and the game will end instantly.
Oh wait, really?
Wait, did you do it?
Wait, I'm surprised. I think in school days, you do get a girl if you do that. I don't
Oh,
know
really?
what happens to child.
You have the option to not
Yeah, just say
like,
nothing.
take a
Yeah.
response.
Yeah, then
Yeah, it's like there's like sorry, yeah, there's like choices, and then there's like an absence. There's like a choice that's just no choice.
Oh.
like you don't answer, and then it ends up like you might be stuttering and you want to say something but you don't. That's how the game presents it as.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how many VNs actually do that. That have, because I mean, a whole bunch of VNs obviously have choices. I wonder how many of them have it that if you don't pick anything, it will just like you'll quote unquote stutter, I guess. Or
Well, I mean, yeah, because the thing is, I'm in school days, and I'm assuming shiny days.
yeah,
There's like a timer. There's a
Yeah. That's
timer that like you have. Like,
Yeah,
you
don't
don't
answer
have,
time.
you don't
I
have
forgot
that much
about
time.
that.
You don't have that much time to answer.
Mhm.
From what I remember, at least.
that's
You
right.
don't have that much time to answer, and like if you're not fast enough in clicking an option, you'll just say nothing. You'll just still stutter or whatever.
I see.
Yeah. So that's pretty funny. It's just like in Shine Days, you have so much power, and there's this one route. This is one route. Oh my god.
Okay.
There's this one route where like so what there's a main love interest that comes up to you, and I really like her. Her name is Setsuna, and me and Hundsu can really like her as well. But so there's this one main love interest who comes up to you, and you have your little sister next to you, and so she asks, "Who is that?" And so you can either say, "She's my little sister," or "She's my girlfriend." And if you say, "She's my girlfriend," then Makoto will say it, and then immediately say, "Oh, bro, I'm kidding. That was just a joke, haha." And then as he walks away, Setsuna says,
He walks-
"Oh, okay. So I guess he's into little girls." And then the game ends, and then she hates him, and then he gets no bitches, just because he made that joke.
Bruh.
Oh wow.
It's so wild.
Oh, that's so stupid, bro.
So now, how much do these endings actually differ from each other?
They're wild. They're really different.
No, I mean like
Oh,
you start
for
the game-
choices?
because like from what you like the way you're explaining it, I kind of picture the start of the game is the same, and then you have one choice that teehee you messed up, and now you get no bitches.
Actually, I'm not too sure. You know what? I'll show this to you, Ahmed. I'm gonna blow your mind. Check this out. I've been keeping track of my routes the whole time and the choices for each one. And I'll set it to you guys. Like there are a lot of choices. Yeah. Check Discord if you can.
Wow, that is a monstrosity.
Why?
That is a monstrosity.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just. Why
Wait,
is there
so-
so much, bro?
Is this everything that you've done?
Why
Uh,
is there
what
so
you-
much?
So all of the numbers are on there are ones I've done. So I've done all of the routes above, and I'm at 25% completed in the game. It's so awesome, let me tell you.
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad
Yeah, I don't know if awesome is the right word to use.
Yeah, I bet
my
guys would
silly
not like it.
suggestion went through.
What, Hunsu?
What was that?
No,
Hudson?
I'm just surprised that like my silly, like oh my god, let's plot. There's kind of a meme suggestion, like a meme choice.
And
Like
Mushood
my
said
shiny
some.
days.
And
But
Mushood
Yeah, I
said
took
he
that
some.
committed.
I took that personally.
Yeah, I take that personally.
Yeah,
Oh,
never make a meme with Mushood, or else he takes this for real and he'll actually play it. And somehow he'll enjoy it.
yeah, and he won't play stuff like Fate Stay Night or
Yeah,
wait, no, he
he
did.
won't. He won't
Did you play Fate
play
Stay
like that.
Night?
I read some of it back in the day, but I never finished it, even though I want to.
Uh,
You know.
Man, how are you gonna
he
play this and not finish Fate Stay Night?
Yeah,
won't
bro.
play CBD.
He literally plays these dog shit VNs, and it doesn't actually play good games.
Yeah,
This guy.
Like,
I
who is this guy?
I definitely can't say that about Omar reading manga.
Okay, well that's different though.
You gotta give context. You gotta give
That's
context. You gotta give context. Basically,
Okay,
I'm
the
gonna
thing
read
is,
every
pretty
single
much-
rom-com out there.
Okay,
Any
not
rom-com,
okay,
harem.
not every single.
He has about 100 plus.
I open the manga app. I see some random one, or like I open Instagram and I have this account that I follow
Uh-huh.
that just like he shows like the newest like latest drop of a manga, and then I'll read it, and then I'll just have that in my catalog for every manga for the manga that I check every once in a while for if there's new chapters or not.
Okay.
And so, okay, with me, that's just like that's just manga though. Like that's just whatever. Like I read.
Yeah.
Like I've read One Piece, obviously. Like I've read.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've read a little bit of like Maggie, the Maggie
Bad.
manga.
Bad,
I've
bad,
read
bad.
I've
Love
read
to see
Bleach. I've read
Love to
Bleach.
see it.
I've read a little bit of Dragon
wait,
Ball.
time out. Hudson, have you watched Bleach or read Bleach?
No, not much at all. Only maybe like a couple volumes. That's it.
Would you ever go back with now the 1,000-Year Blood War?
Yeah, well, I probably just read the manga all the way through.
Yeah, that's what Amar did pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I literally just read all of like the original Bleach anime, up until like the new like that like 1,000-Year Blood War, and I just started reading,
Uh-huh.
and then I just started watching that. But like, I've read good manga, like Dan to Dan, or Dan to Dan. I don't know how you say it, but that one was also really good. I
Okay.
really enjoyed that
It's
one.
getting an anime next season.
Yeah, it is, and I'm pretty excited for that. And
I am
and
too.
then
I forgot. Oh, I think is it. I might be smoking something. Is it Seiryu that's animating it?
it's the
I
same yeah
think
same
it's
people that made the
Saru?
Sign Saru.
it's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same people that made
They-
the Scott Pilgrim anime.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
and it
looks
actually
good.
looks really good.
It looks
actually,
really
It
good.
looks
Crazy
like
they
a
made
passion
that.
project. Yeah, it looks like a passion project.
Yeah, it looks
It
really
looks
cool. It's a pretty wacky series, so I'm excited to see how they do it with the anime adaptation. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But like in terms of manga, I read good stuff. It's just mostly I read bad stuff.
Oh, all right. Everything I read is good, but also it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I mean,
sure.
same thing with VNs. Like, it's like I read it
yeah,
and turn
but
my brain off.
Mushood,
You know?
I have never. The only good VN I know that you've watched is Umineko.
And Higurashi.
And
And
Higurashi.
Kadowa Shoujo.
You can't
and
do
Danganronpa.
Higurashi like
And what now? Wait, what was that? What was that third one?
Kadowa Shoujo?
I don't know what that
Kaido
is.
of what in the world? I've never heard of this in my life.
You have actually, Ahmed. But
The only
Really?
two good VNs I've heard I have heard of that I've seen you read is Umineko and Higurashi. I think.
What? 999.
oh yeah, 999.
I
999 is
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
don't know. I don't
Have
know
you-
if I would
have you
count
played
999?
No, come on, 999 was so fun.
Hansu, have you played 999?
I
Zero Escape?
played that was one of those games where I played one route and I like kind of got impatient. Like it's one of those you have to play like
Oh.
a ton of you have to play like the ton of the routes, right?
Play
Yeah.
with the tongue?
For it to make sense. No,
No,
like, you have to
yeah,
play like
play-
multiple.
Okay.
Yeah, there's. I think what I or not. I keep saying that. I think, but what I loved about 999 is just how everything rolled back to like the number 9. How it was 9 people, 9 doors that they had to escape from, and they had 9-hour limit. You know, it was cool how like things started. The longer you played, you noticed some things came back to the number 9, and even its lore as well was pretty interesting. How like because what you end up figuring out the ship that they're. Oh wait, is that a spoiler?
Oh,
No,
Ahmed.
that's literally that's literally the game. They start in the ship.
Oh,
it's, like,
okay,
flying
but like
fire.
Yeah,
That's literally
but
the
like
first thing that you figure out.
no,
And the
no,
other
no.
one,
What I mean, there's actually actual lore that has some like actuality. Of
Actuality?
like, like there is some real life lore to the ship that they're on, not like to the setting, but the
wait,
ship.
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
that
yeah,
said
I
like
know.
the first thing?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that is. I think that's
I
revealed
think it was
kind of
late.
later.
I think it was late game, and even the last part when you do like the last ending, the last part of the game was also kind of wacky as well. Like it just makes you go, "What in the world just happened? How did this happen?" It was
Yeah.
fun. I really liked
Did you
999.
play on the computer?
I actually Hundsu. I played. I think I played like half the endings on Vita, and then I
Oh,
used
really?
Mushood's account to play the last ending on
with me.
PC. Yeah, because he
Yeah.
wanted to watch me play it.
Yeah.
I played it on the DS. Actually, I played the only
Oh,
route
that's
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
on the
Oh, that's
DS.
so cool.
But that's the thing is
Yeah.
the 999 has like you know how Trixel posted the route map of Shiny Days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That 999 kind of has the same feature, right, on the PC.
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
it
Even
does.
And
on like the Vita as well.
yeah, see on the DS it does not. So like
No,
that's part of
actually.
why I got a little bit annoyed
Yeah.
like
Unplayable.
hunting for
Unplayable.
differences.
Oh,
Um,
I would too.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it is pretty unplayable because
it's
you'd
like
have to start from the beginning every time and like
yeah,
make sure
you have
not to
Yeah.
to
repeat the
like kind
same
of keep
thing.
track yourself.
Yeah.
hmm No,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
like.
cringe.
That's like my one thing. Like with games that you have to replay, is that I hate the beginning portion of like you have to go back and replay the exact same thing. It's
Yeah.
like I do
Yeah.
wish a lot more games had something new at the beginning or a way to skip things that you've already seen. This is
But wait,
yeah.
hold on. I got to pause you there, Ahmed. What are you
What?
on about? What are you smoking, Ahmed? I want whatever you're smoking. In every VN
How?
I've read, there is a skip button.
Wait, I'm not. I'm not
Yeah.
just limiting
No.
it. I'm not just saying like VNs. I'm talking about all games in general.
Wait. So, what games would you say, like besides VNs, that you would have to restart for something? What do you mean?
Like Nier is
RPGs.
one. Yeah, RPGs. Nier was
Yeah, but
one, but like the
Wait,
Nier
exact.
doesn't really
how do you have
count,
to
though.
restart it? What do you mean?
Or no, not restart it, but play the game quote unquote again. But
Yeah,
this
but
is
you're
why
not playing
I'm
it
gonna
again.
say. I know, no, no. That's why I say though that Nier is the one game though that I think it does it best, because every single playthrough is literally like it's
It's different.
either, yeah, it's different in its own way, and it's so cool how it's different. But no, I feel like there's a whole bunch of games out there that, yeah, like Hutsu said, a whole bunch of RPGs as well that you gotta replay to get all the endings. I can't think of others as well though. Yeah, I can't think.
Yeah, Ahmed can't think.
We're gonna keep going with the same question that I had before, of
What was
what you guys did today, or no, no, during the week, what you
Week.
guys have been up to. And so I know Mushood and Omar responded. So let's get Brandon, let's get Hudsu. What have you been up to?
Um, basically just reading, playing RuneScape, a lot of RuneScape, and
RuneScape.
r-
Oh, okay.
it's RuneScape. Very,
Yeah. Oh, you continue.
it's a very torturous game of
Torture.
Oh,
things moving very slowly.
how
Yeah.
so? How so?
I'm pretty decent to my account now,
Yeah.
and I'm just at a part where my levels are pretty high, so like everything I do is like it goes very slowly because the how exponentially like the leveling requirements get. But that's a
Uh-huh.
whole boring thing. Otherwise, I've been reading some light novels. I think
Yo.
this week, when it comes to this week, we're just counting like the past 7 days. I think that's I read. I started Alya,
W.
Hides Your Feelings in Russian. I think
Oh.
I read the first 3 volumes of that,
Oh,
and
damn.
Anime is airing right now. It's actually really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen some screenshots of it. It looks pretty cute.
Yeah, no, it's
And,
Yeah, too.
actually animation wise, it's amazing.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then I've been reading Clash from the Elite Year Two.
Let's
I can't
go.
I can't remember like how many volumes I've finished like just recently, but it's definitely been pretty like very I have to be doing like one every other day.
which is
Uh-huh.
crazy,
Dang,
Hundsu. It takes
one
me like
every
a
other day.
good.
That's crazy.
It takes me like a good, I don't know, almost a week to finish. Like with me, like fairly into it, it takes me about a week.
Yeah, I just I usually when I sit down to read, I just read and like I just read
This
a
guy reads.
lot.
Ah, I got you.
Especially if it's I mean I guess if it's good, of course.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Hunsu is that guy on Mal you see who has 2,000 anime and he's had an account for 3 years.
it sounds terrifying.
Two
Well, I mean,
Um,
okay.
wow.
I mean, to be fair, light novel is
Goals.
different than anime.
Hunsu is
yeah,
goals.
Yeah.
That's who's gold.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only read like half of the first volume of Alya. Like when I saw that the anime was getting announced, I was
Yeah.
like, you know what, I want to see because I read some of the manga. Um, and I was like, I
Okay.
wonder how different the anime, or not the anime, the light novel is to the manga. And so
Yeah.
far, it does seem pretty much the same.
Oh, it's pretty much the
So
same.
yeah, it is pretty much the same. So it's not really anything different.
Yeah.
I got you.
I kind of like am distrustful of light novel adaptations lately. I think especially because
Oh, really?
I'm reading yeah, I just like reading Class of the Elite and like how much more I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, bro.
Uh-huh.
The Classroom
Because
of the
it's a light
Elite
novel.
light novel compared to the anime, oh my god. It is like
Yeah.
night and day difference, bro. It's
And yeah, now when I see like a anime as a light novel adaptation, all I can think about is just like, oh my God, I wonder how much they're leaving out.
Yeah.
They have to leave out some stuff.
oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like there's anime like Mushood Tensei that are still they still like get the point across, and they don't stuff they leave out is like it's done in a way that it's like it's still very cohesive, but I
Uh-huh.
don't know, it can go wrong really fast.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
feel like
point of
most of
slavery
them
is
do go wrong.
I
good,
mean,
and
like,
the slavery point they leave out of slavery is bad, right? Ahmed?
Yeah, Mushood.
Okay. Continue.
I mean, for me,
Whatever.
like with light novels, I mean, I'm about to do some hard writing right now. But with ReZero, I read the web novels. I read the web novels.
Okay.
Uh, and from what I know, the web novels and the light novels have their differences, but they're mostly the same. It's just that the light novel took some things out of the web novel. But I remember the web novel and and the
Wow.
anime, they did a pretty good job like following it, and the parts that they left out of the web novel were also left out in the light novel. Like
All right.
Ah,
so they did a very good job adapting it. I do remember when season 2 was airing, people were saying that
yeah.
they did skip one detail that uh like it would have been cool to have, but
Hmm.
I didn't really see it as like anything too important.
Ah, I
Uh
got you. Wait, so now ReZero is adapting the light novel or the web novel or
no, no,
which
no,
one?
it's
The light
adapting the
novels.
light novel, yeah.
Okay, because those are the official ones.
Yeah, those are the official ones, and like those are the ones that most people
Oh,
have read. The web
I
novel is
got you.
just
Yeah.
like for people that want to read like Superhead, because the web novels right now they're on arc. I think they finished arc 8, I think, and
The
All right.
eighth arc.
yeah, and the I think the light novels are on arc 7. I think they're on arc
Hmm.
7, if I'm not mistaken. Actually,
It's also
I'm not
really
100% sure.
slow to get it. The translation is, I believe, ReZero is Gen Press, which is
Yeah,
like
Yen Press.
Yen
they
Press.
only release like one every 4 months, so
Isn't
they
that
can
like
Oh,
with?
get behind pretty fast.
is
Isn't that with all the light novels though? Aren't they all Yen Press or
Um,
no?
I
I
think
wait
thought
who?
like maybe 4 months, 3 months. There's some series like J Novel Club does like every week like sets of chapters come out. You can like read them like every week.
Oh,
They come out
Really?
like incrementally. Yeah.
I
First like
would.
book
I would love to
Ascendance of a
see what they get.
Bookworm. I think
Yeah.
like
Bookworm.
3 or 4 chapters come out every week on Monday.
Oh,
3 or 4 chapters.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
so
a
I
that's
actually
pretty
like
good amount
al-
of
almost like
stuff.
watching a weekly anime
how many
Yeah,
minutes is
basically.
in
that?
a way.
3 to 4 chapters.
I actually I don't know if 3 or 4. I don't know if that's the correct number, but it's definitely like a good hour of reading every
Okay, and that's pretty good.
every Monday. But like the books come out so fast. I mean, I think on Sense of a Bookworm, it's unique because like they were kind of like backlogged, and the author said that like they just want, or not the author, the translator said they just wanted to like go like ham on it to make sure it didn't like take 10 years for the series to come out because it's already finished in Japan.
Oh, it
I
is.
see.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh.
finishing soon in English translation too. I think December, the last volume will be translated
Okay, I
Oh
see.
wow.
December of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
True
that's cool.
that.
I, I don't
Would
I don't
you? Okay, wait. You go, Mushood. You go.
I
My
don't
bad.
think I've ever like actually read a light novel that I liked besides ReZero and maybe Spice and Wolf. But with Spice and Wolf, it was way too complicated and I didn't get it. But I mean, I read some ReZero, but then I switched over to the anime, and so I haven't actually read a good light novel. Like the closest thing are visual novels, but those are not light
It's
novels.
not the
It's
same, no.
reading with
Yeah.
anime,
Yeah, it's
so
different.
completely different. Um, like if I were to read like I just can't. I probably can't read trashy anime. I can watch trashy anime, but I can't read the
Oh yeah,
trashy anime.
right.
Yeah. So,
Hmm. Why not?
uh, I also cannot read SOL VNs. Actually, it's too boring for me.
I
In
mean,
my
yeah,
Wait.
opinion.
I can see why. Just be like with the trashy anime
Interesting.
or with the trashy series, with for my thinking is like if I'm like why I don't read trashy series is because
Uh huh.
I feel like I'm actually just wasting my time reading because reading I feel like I mean it depends on the person but like reading can take longer than like watching an episode and like that just feels like you're wasting so much time and like also like if you read them physically you're just wasting money as well. Like
Yeah.
that's how I see it at
Maybe
least.
That's me. Man, that's me right now.
yeah.
Wow.
Maybe the reasoning is
I'm
that
buying all the COTE light novels.
I
maybe
mean,
the
hey, it's
reasoning
not
is that
garbage.
when you're reading something, it's like if you're putting like it's a lot more it's much more deliberate action. So if you want to do that, you want to get something out of it that you can't get out of the anime. But with SOL in anime and in reading, like you get the same thing, which is nothing essentially. That might be
Yeah,
it.
I think
Maybe.
reading sometimes can feel like a
Interesting.
waste of time because with anime you watch there's very clear beginnings and endings. 24 minutes an episode,
Uh huh.
and you're like you sit down
Yeah.
and you're like I did this. I have this much time. I watched this episode, and I finished it, and that's 1/12 of the series done. But with light novels, like there's so many of them are not finished. They're not completed. They're like they go on forever.
They
And
do go on
like when you're in the
forever.
middle, like you like watch the time while you're reading, and like time just feels like it's disappearing. Sometimes like it's
It
good,
does. It
but
does.
sometimes like you're reading shit, and it's like um you just I don't know, it just feels like you just like lost like a weird chunk of your time. It's kind of
True.
weird sometimes.
Yeah, true.
I
Like,
feel like
yeah,
okay, wait, I want to speak. I want to speak.
go
I
ahead.
feel like for me with light novels, they tend to be more descriptive. Like I think with Classroom of the Elite, like we talked like comparing the anime with the light novel, and it really is no comparison. The light novel is like leagues better,
Yeah,
and it's more descriptive. The characters are more fun. It just like they have more depth to them. It's like and in that regard, I enjoy the light novel a lot. I
Yeah,
have
I
such a
mean,
great time reading it. Like whenever I pre-order the light novels, like in America, they come out every like 4 months, like we were saying before.
yeah.
Uh huh.
And yeah, it's every time like the new COTE volume comes in my doorstep, bro. That week, fire week,
Yeah, I mean,
best week of
from
the
what
month.
I can tell, like when me and you we watched it, like the anime, and then you would like compare the light novel like scene to it.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I can definitely tell the light novel does a way better job of like describing what like characters' emotions. And I think that is one
Yeah,
thing that I like about light novels is that like
Definitely.
they are able to describe what a character is feeling, which I mean like
yeah,
an
very very
anime,
well.
yeah, an anime like it is kind of hard to do that, uh, unless
Yeah,
like they like. they know what they're doing. But
Which they usually
with
don't.
yeah, usually they don't. But like sometimes they're able to. Like there are times where like the anime does it better than the light novel. But anyway,
Yeah, it can happen both ways.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is one thing I like about light novels is that they are able to describe what each character is feeling to a point where like you are like feeling with them, if you know what I mean.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
At least
relating to
that's
them,
what I say.
relating to them.
Yeah,
Or is it immersion? I mean, I think those are kind of two different concepts, actually.
relating and immersion.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you relate to a character, like you can sympathize with them. You were in their shoes at some point, so you can understand how complex their emotions are. But immersion is like you're there, not necessarily
Mm.
you understand their feelings, but you're there. You know.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah,
I've
then I
had
guess
bits with both when reading different light novels.
Uh huh.
yeah, then yeah,
Because
yeah, I would say like it is more
yeah.
immersion than than being like relating to them.
All right.
Yeah.
Hunsu, what would you say best light novel you've read?
Um,
Since you've read a whole bunch. I'll also ask you as well, Amar.
I think I like so I mean, despite how I like talk about light novels a lot, I actually a lot of series I only read a couple and then I kind of dip.
Oh,
But
actually?
yeah, I just read like really long series. Like I read Mushood Tensei. Actually, I got light novels because of Arifureta, and but I didn't actually.
Arifureta, actually, of all
Yeah,
That's
shows.
funny.
I didn't finish it. I read 10 volumes. I think, and I kind of
10
stopped.
volumes.
Wait, how
I
far is it?
own. It's
It's
pretty
like
long, right?
14, but I
And
think
there's
best.
also a prequel as well, right?
Yeah, Arifureta Zero, I think. But
Yeah.
best light novel I think I read is Ascendance of the Bookworm. It's kind of like
Sense of the Bookworm.
yeah, Ascendance
I've
of the
definitely heard
Bookworm.
of that before. I don't remember what it's about though.
It's very like it's just
Sense of a
a
bookworm.
very good like world. I don't even want to say like world building. It's just like the way it starts. The main character is just so like weak and like a lot of it has to do with like exploring like kind of meeting people and like everything just kind of builds up. It's pretty hard to explain, but like there's like 5 different parts of the story and like each of them are like looking back at like what has happened and stuff is just like very crazy. It's like hard to describe like specific parts of it or anything. It's just the whole story is a whole journey.
I got you.
That is one, like in general, an anime as well that I want to watch because I hear people
Yeah,
say good things about it.
the anime isn't terrible.
Uh huh.
Like, but if you like the anime, then you'll definitely like the light novel. I think.
I think I read the synopsis for it once, but I forgot what the heck it was. Like, does a
Is it,
bookworm ascend? Well, what does it ascend to?
It's
Huh?
very
Mushood, is that a pun because you read it?
What?
Get it, get it, get it.
Nah.
You read the synopsis.
So
That's
that
I
means
messed
you're a
myself
okay.
there.
bookworm.
Okay, I'll
That
stop.
means
I'm
you're a
sorry.
bookworm. That's so funny, Ahmed.
I know. I know.
it's like a lot of it is like there's not really any action. There's a little bit of like kind of political war scenes and political movements and stuff, but it's a lot of like inventing stuff because like the whole plot revolves around like the girl wanting to invent books in another world, and it becomes like a weird like series
Okay.
of weird stuff that like a rabbit hole. Like you like have to like invent like one thing, and then just like 20 different weird things happen along the way, and like stuff just gets out of hand
Wait,
really fast.
wait. She
When
invents
she's
books?
yeah
What?
she's trying well and
Yeah.
not invents books but like tries to invent
Hmm.
um like books for like people to actually read because it's like the time period takes place and books are all written by hand and stuff extremely
Okay.
expensive.
Oh,
She
Oh.
starts as like a little dirt poor peasant. Like she like wakes up and the first thing she says is how shitty it smells. Um,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
but it's just yeah.
Interesting.
Waking up in Mushood's apartment, be like, nah,
Yep.
sick shit.
At least I have an apartment.
Man,
Ooh.
I make more money than you.
At
I can
least
take video anytime I want.
okay.
I,
Relax,
I,
relax.
My job is
I
more
don't think
fulfilling.
I
My
don't
job
think
is
you
more fun.
actually. Man.
My job makes you actually think. I'll
What?
get bitches. You'll get none.
Okay.
Just relax,
Man,
bro.
Well,
Relax.
that too.
Mushood was out for blood, bro.
For real. Bro, Bro's tires are our shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was great. Now I want to talk about what I've done this week, guys.
Sure.
Uh huh.
All right, are you ready for
Wait,
this?
didn't you already
All right.
answer?
Yes.
I did not answer.
Oh, you didn't.
Oh,
No, we
okay.
started with Mushood, Ahmad, Hundsu, and now me.
Okay,
So we
sure.
got the important people out of the way. Man.
I
Anyhow,
mean, that's not usually how
so
you say it, but okay.
yeah, I know.
You
I know.
usually
Are you
say
saying you're
like the
not
least.
important at that?
You usually say
What's up?
like the least important person, or people are
Yeah,
first, and then the most important.
I'm calling you guys the most important people
Wow,
Well,
that's so
because
you're
heartwarming.
the
you
most
guys are
important
just
one.
such great people. I love you all. Anyhow, so this week, what have I been up to? I watch seasonal anime. Right now, I'm watching Oshinoko, which is great. Are any of you guys watching Oshinoko?
Nope.
Nah.
Not second season. No.
You guys should start watching it. It's pretty good. Um, and Alya, we talked about Alya before. The anime
Fire,
is amazing.
fire.
There was one part. Okay, it's not too much of a spoiler. I'm just gonna say this.
Huh?
There was a scene in the latest episode where they were supposed to dance,
Okay.
and the anime like set it up so that the two characters were gonna dance, and then just hovered over them dancing, as in they didn't actually show them dancing.
Yeah,
I
the
was
camera angle was like showing them, and then the camera like goes up into the sky, so you don't actually
yeah,
see the, you're
yeah,
gonna see him
I was
dancing. I'm like,
so
bro.
sad. I was like, what is this bullshit, bro?
What? Yeah,
This is
Yeah,
a
that's a
scam.
scam. That's a
Is this the
scam.
flashback scene kind of thing?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I just kind of was like hyped about it, you know? But it's just like they just didn't animate it. But like in the
Yeah.
opening,
yeah.
they kind of do. So I guess it's fine. But like, nah,
With the
I just
production levels for that anime, I mean, you said that it has really good animation. If they were
yeah,
to animate them dancing, oh my god, oh, brother man, that company would
it
be
would
in
be
debt.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
mean, dude.
yeah,
right into CG.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
In
it's
the
the same
okay,
people that animated Oshinoko. That
is
made
it
Aliyah.
actually?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Oh,
same
What
people.
studio is that?
wait, what's the studio?
It's
Is it Dugo Kubo or
Ch-
something like that?
oh yeah, I believe so.
Oh yeah,
Here,
Doga Kobo, I
let me
think.
see, or Dogo Kobo. I
Doga
Doga
think it's
Kobo.
something like
Kogo,
that. Let me see.
Dogo
A funny
Kobo.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Doga Kobo. Yeah.
Doga Kobo.
Yep.
They usually do slice of life anime. Like that's like, well, I don't. It might be like a bad like a stereotype, but usually Doga Kobo is like if you look at their produced anime, it's like so much slice of life, cute girl, like shows
Uh,
that don't have any men at all, man.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
It's funny how some anime, there are some anime that exist, and I'm sure you've watched this before, where it's like you don't see a single man the whole show,
Oh
which
yeah,
is it's surreal. There's like New Game. I'm pretty
That's
sure. Did
true.
you guys watch
Uh,
New Game?
yeah. That new game is
Oh,
Doga Kobo too.
I
Yeah,
didn't
are
watch
they
it.
I'm looking at
actually?
it
I
now.
did not know that.
Yeah, in
Um,
New Game, I'm pretty sure that in the entire two seasons of it, 24 episodes, I saw one guy in the background.
Yeah, I definitely remember seeing a guy, but like, yeah,
What?
there definitely was a guy, but yeah, there's like barely any. I
Yeah,
I
Bro,
it's
do I
crazy.
do feel like that Doga Kobo, they definitely got their popularity. I mean, I don't want to like shit on them or anything, but they definitely got their popularity when they animated Oshinoko and like how good that animation was for that show.
to be fair, it was that
It was
first
good.
episode of Oshinoko was insane.
It was really good. Yeah, I
That
agree.
was so
But yeah,
insane.
I do think that's when they like got their popularity. Unless I'm like missing an anime that like a lot of people like and they animated it. But like that's when I first like started hearing about
Um,
them.
Bro,
I'm
I
looking at
showed
the
that
listings
first
now.
episode. I showed that first episode of Oshinoko to my mother from how much I loved it.
Yeah, you did tell me about
Nice.
that.
And she loved it too. It was great. And no, what's funny about it is that towards the end, like the big plot twist, they like start it like starts getting really emotional,
Uh-huh.
and as the screen was speaking, because like she can understand English but not like very very well, and so like when it was kind of getting emotional, they were speaking quickly. As the TV would speak, I would translate in Arabic to my mother what was going on.
That's cool.
Well, wait, she doesn't
Yeah.
know English that
No, she
well?
No,
does.
she does, but just like, especially when they like they start speaking faster as well. Because we were watching it in sub.
Okay.
Because I don't think at the time the dub was out when I was showing it to her.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and so I just started translating it to her in Arabic as like it was going on.
That's
Uh,
funny.
yeah, so
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it was great. It was actually really great. But I love that. I love Oshinoko so much.
I
Um,
wish I had like parents that would like what I like because my dad would watch any anime that I would give him and he'd be like, "Man, bro, nothing's happening. What? Beta, how do you watch this?"
Shit,
Like,
I feel like you just gotta watch better shows then.
bro, I gave him Evangelion. I gave him Umineko. I gave him all
Umineko?
I mean,
top 10 bangers.
to be fair,
And he was
What
like,
Umineko
about
is pretty
"What is
slow.
happening?"
yeah? What
Uh,
about like Mushood? What about like AOT? What about like a show that's like action heavy, fast paced, and something like that?
I don't remember, but I swear I remember giving him like a really like super exciting, super fast paced show, even for you guys, and he was just like Beta, nothing's happening, and I was so pissed. I forgot what
I
it
feel
was,
like
but definitely,
if you gave him AOT, he would not
yeah,
react
I
that way
think
because the
OT,
first
I
episode
think
is
OT
like
is good.
pretty
Really?
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
because isn't the first episode kind of crazy?
yeah,
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 first
it is.
episode literally like starts the whole like, bro. I feel like AOT. It's like the perfect. I personally, even with the ending, I still love AOT a lot. I'm probably like one of 5 people out there that think this way. But yeah,
I
like
will
Yeah,
say, I think like after the ending for AOT happened, and like everyone's like, and I think like maybe like a month or so after the ending happened, a lot of people were like thinking back on it, and they were like, it wasn't as bad as like people say it is, or like it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
yeah, I mean,
But there's
I
still,
prepared myself for the worst, bro. People were like shitting on it.
yeah, I do. I
I thought
remember, yeah, dude,
I
I
thought it was
remember,
gonna be horrific.
yeah, dude,
I watched it so
I
much.
remember reading it. I remember reading it like the day it came out. I read it, and dude, when that chapter came out, that day was like an absolute fire. Like it was just everyone was absolutely shitting on it. Nobody liked it. And like from what I know, or like from what I heard, apparently there was supposed to be another ending.
Oh, really?
That like Isayama, the author, the mangaka for Attack on Titan, he he had another ending in mind, but he wanted to make an ending that would that would like satisfy everyone else. It's funny
Okay,
how he did the exact opposite of that.
yeah, didn't
Yeah.
satisfy no
Somehow,
one.
yeah, yeah. So I
No.
remember that day was crazy. Like no, everyone was shitting on it.
I am happy for me that I waited for the anime because yeah, it seems like reception from the manga was pretty poorly received. But in terms of anime, I would say I liked it. Like I feel
Yeah,
like
I will say
they
with the OST
yeah
and the animation, it made it better. I will say
Is the ending
yeah
different in the anime from the manga, or is it just
no,
it's the exact same.
it's
no,
just
it's
okay?
But
same.
Okay,
the way I think though is that in the anime, they they kind of set it up the final part as 2 movies,
uh-huh.
2 like hour-long movies, versus I'd imagine the manga was just like normal. Is it monthly chapter? It's not weekly,
It's
right?
monthly, yeah, because the chapters are really long. Chapters are really
Yeah,
long.
and so I can't imagine though, like if towards the end there's a lot of talking, like that being a chapter, I would be pretty disappointed if I waited 1 month and like the last chapter, it might have say closed a lot of like closed off
Tied off
the
a lot of
show.
knots. Tied off
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
loose threads. That's what they say, right?
exactly. Yeah, that's what the youngins say these days.
Young, okay,
Yeah.
Tie,
buddy. Okay, buddy.
tied up loose threads. Um,
Loose ends, buddy.
but with the hour-long episode in the anime, I thought it was perfectly paced. Like I could not ask for anything. I mean, maybe, but I feel like I was satisfied, completely satisfied with what I saw.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, I didn't watch any more of AOT, but like, I enjoyed it.
would you
Um,
ever go back to finishing it?
uh, Yeah, I guess since it's like had so much hype, like the ending of AOT is like the U.S. presidential election for the
What?
entire world. I'll tell you why. It's because
What are you
people,
yapping about, bruh?
it's because people who are not in the U.S. like hear all about, oh my God, bro, who's on the presidential ballot this year? What? This guy got elected? No way! It's like people who are not engaged in it and people who are not in the same country like want to hear about it because it's just so big. Like it affects everyone. And so same with AOT. Like I don't know anything about. I don't watch AOT or read AOT, but like it
But you
just kind
watched
of
like 2
accepted.
seasons of it.
Yeah, but I'm definitely far from updated or with it. But like, it just kind of, it's the thing that everyone just kind of like accepts is there and is really influential, and like every other person has some stake in it. You know.
I completely lost my place in AOT. I like don't remember what was happening last time I stopped.
No.
And
Wait, so you haven't finished the Hunsu?
no, I watched the final season, but I didn't watch the final season part two.
You
Oh,
watched the final season? Ah, okay. So
But
you
like,
gotta continue.
yeah, but also I feel like there's certain stuff that I feel like I binge and I'm like really immersed in it, and then like as soon as like something happens that like interrupts that, I feel like it's really hard to get back into it. And I think Attack on Titan was one of those things.
Like
Oh,
in
Because
real life or something in the show.
no, it just feels like it's something feels good about just like sitting, like having like a week of just all you do when you want to watch something is you just watch one show. You're like really into it, and like everything just feels like really sequential and like
hmm.
Right.
very naturally progressing, and then all of a sudden just a big like something like I don't know, you just take a break or something, and it just does not feel the same when you come back for some reason.
I
Like,
get that.
So
I think you're right. I
I
think
get
you're
that.
right,
No,
Hansu.
I actually
It's
do get
okay.
that. Yeah.
okay, with that in mind, I want to ask: do you guys prefer airing or to binge a show?
Oh, brother man, do you know my opinion on this? I refuse to watch airing shows.
For me, I
Okay.
I used to like watching shows airing, but recently I've been liking just because what happens with me is with airing shows,
Yeah.
I'll keep up with it weekly, and then all of a sudden I'll stop, and then it'll finish airing, and then I never come back to it
Yeah,
for some reason.
exactly. That happened to me as
Oh,
well.
Yeah. So
happens sometimes with.
recently I'll maybe like watch the first episode and then just kind of like I do it unconsciously. I'll just like wait until it's done airing and then I'll continue watching it. But like with shows I really like, I'll watch it weekly. Like Alya, for example, I really like
Hmm,
that show and I'm like gonna watch it weekly. ReZero, obviously. I'm obviously gonna watch that weekly. Uh,
hmm.
so yeah, it depends on the show.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I I think that's tough. I like binging shows. I do though like to watch them weekly more. I feel like just the idea of it every single week you have this thing that you're going to watch. You kind of see the community's reaction to it every single week as well.
Hmm.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun, especially like with AOT. Like bro, the final season watching that weekly, it actually it was like an insane event happening every week. Like I think like on a weekly basis Twitter was getting like blown up by AOT. Like we would get like AOT is like in the top trending right now again.
I do
Yeah, I
remember that.
reckon.
I do remember
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
week by week. Like it's a lot of fun to like be there, seeing this unfold. This is like way that I feel
Yeah. I
versus
mean,
like, when you binge it, you're missing out on that aspect.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's just you and
AOT is
the
one of
show.
those shows. AOT is one of those shows where like you do kind of want to like keep up with it every
Mhm.
week.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
What
I
about you,
think
Hunsu?
But Hunsu.
best of both worlds is I mean, if I do think there's something airing that I want to watch, I will wait till like 4 episodes are out, and then I will watch those 4 episodes and like make and then like be able to decide if I'm actually going to finish it or not. Because like
Mm,
Ah,
once you like, I feel like if I watch things like strictly week by week, like I watch like all the seasonal anime the first week it's out, then if it's even like slightly like disappointing, I probably won't watch the second one because it'll imply like I'm putting in effort to like go back to it and like watch
Watch
the
it.
episode and like
Yeah.
yeah like putting it aside like putting that time aside in my schedule to watch it. So like
Gotcha.
if I have like 3 or 4 out, I can just go and watch all of them like in a row or something. So and then like I can just say like okay, I do want to commit to watching this, or
Yeah.
maybe I just don't.
So you're
But yeah.
smart. You kind of do. Hey, you kind of do it in between.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends. Like, usually that's for most anime I'm not experienced with, but like, for example, like Konosuba last season,
Good.
it's not really a show that is like, you have to like remember, like you have to be like very into the plot every episode or anything. It's not like it's just kind of like silly. So,
That's true.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
I don't
true.
mind just watching one episode each week as they come
Right.
out.
Mm.
I got you.
I mean, the main reason, well, one of the reasons I don't actually like watching airing shows, is because my memory is pretty bad. And I don't remember what happened last week. And like, yeah,
Sounds like
I
a
just can't
skill issue.
remember. Yeah, it's a skill issue. I know. I know.
Zero brain
Get
cells
better.
now.
L plus ratio.
You know, each week I should just write notes for each anime episode.
No, that
Yeah,
seems
like
seems so boring though. Like having to like write notes after watching the episode.
Yeah, that'd be so
Imagine.
funny.
That's like
Um,
in class when like the teacher be like, "Oh, we're watching a movie." Oh, but you have to take notes on it though. That's so
Yeah, you're like,
sad.
man.
Like, man, I just want to enjoy the
Uh,
movie.
What what did they say in the last 10 minutes? I missed that part. Like, what were we supposed to write down?
yeah,
Man.
it's notes to give to my future self whose memory is absent. You know what? I wanted to bring up is something else. I was going to bring it up earlier,
Okay.
but you guys, the yap energy with you guys was just too overwhelming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, too overwhelming.
yeah, which is good.
We really are discovering what it means to yap, aren't we, boys?
Yeah.
That's true.
We're on a journey to discover what it means to yap. Yeah. So I think I realized this the other day when I was watching Arifureta with Omar.
Yep.
I thought, you know what? I like this. I want to watch more of
Why?
Arifureta. And
Okay.
and so I realized, Arifureta and lots of isekai are kind of they don't have any respect, and I think that's unfair. I don't. I think
I
that's. Okay. Omar, let me speak. Let me cook. Let the chef cook.
Okay.
Not to
So
burn the pot.
I think that isekai should have a lot more respect, but in a different way, because lots of people, they have like turn your brain off. They have like turn your brain off video games, or like, I play this game and I feel really immersed, and I feel happy to be in there. Video games like that, like you're saving the world, like you're someone important, right? In fact, that's been done for games like for a grillion years, ever since the beginning. Like in Zelda, you are him and you save the world.
You are Link,
So,
yeah.
so this
And
comes true.
Zelda.
Yeah.
Have
So
you ever played a Zelda game?
let me continue. Anyway,
That's
so-
a no. That's a no.
yep, that's enough. So like in Arifureta and lots of isekai, like it's okay that it makes me feel. It's okay that I can feel good about pretending I'm someone I'm not. It's okay
like
to like be
self-insert
him.
kinda thing?
Yeah, it's great. And like if it's not too interesting, then so what? That's like totally fine. Like I feel happy watching that show.
But
There's nothing wrong with that.
Mashoud, you were really shitting on Hadi for liking the main character.
Well, yeah, because he
thought it
thinks
was
he's
cool.
so awesome and so cool, but he didn't like it in the same way we did.
Well, I mean, okay, then what's the way that you like the main character?
Doesn't that
I
kind of
like
sound pretentious?
hot.
Kind of like.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Go ahead. Wait, why do you like Hajime?
what? Wait, do I like Hajime? Okay. For context, for the viewers,
Stop moaning.
um,
Alright.
all right. For the viewers, for the context, Arifureta is probably the. Was it the worst? Okay, no. It's one of the isekai of all time, and it has gotten 3 seasons, And so the
Yeah.
plot of the Arifureta, which I'm sure you've never seen before, is that you have an MC who was kicked out of the heroes party. He's
That's
really ass,
crazy.
but then get this, he's actually really good. Oh
Bro!
my
You've never
god,
before seen
bro!
gameplay.
That's
Wow.
crazy. That's wild.
Oh
These
man.
people in Japan are cooking. I don't know. I don't know what
Well,
they're on, but yeah,
I've
they're
never
cooking.
seen something so creative in my
Yeah,
life.
that's so groundbreaking. When me and Omar watched that, we just came like synchronously. Like we synchronously just came.
Synchronous.
Yeah, when we discovered this groundbreaking innovation, Arifureta, and so it's kind of like Made in Abyss, but good.
No, don't do
But
that.
good?
No, kill
Okay,
yourself.
buddy, let's relax.
No, don't do that. Don't compare Made in Abyss to Arifureta. I refuse this. Blasphemy, bro. What is this?
That's dope. But it really is kind of like Made in Abyss in that like they're like in a perpetual, really big dungeon,
Abyss?
I guess. Yeah, abyss, and there are floors, and you go deeper and deeper, and you see more wacky monsters. Yeah, I'm really surprised Main Abyss stole that from Arifureta. Anyway, so like I think a guy like that should get more respect.
I feel like the reason they don't get respect is because it's overdone so much. As in, there's like it's like a trope that just keeps going on with many different shows, and they all differ by like something very, very minuscule. Like one show will be like, bro, there are shows that are like reincarnated as a vending machine. Like, how in the world did
That's
that get?
fire.
How did any of you guys even watch
We gotta
that?
mix it up.
Nope.
I watched the first episode.
How
Just recently,
was?
too, like a month ago. It's definitely like absurd, like, but you
Yeah,
can tell
like-
it's like on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay.
it's just completely
Tell us.
stupid. I mean, like, the only thing, like, the thing about made in a vending made
Made in a vending machine.
Made it.
I was thinking Made in Abyss.
That
The thing
bitch
about
was-
it is that, like, do you know how, like, a huge thing with isekai that people make fun of is that, like, they do, like, a like, spin on the genre, and then they, like, give it up after, like, 3, like, whatever it is, like, 2 episodes, they just, like,
Yeah.
stop caring.
Yeah.
Made it a vending, or, Reborn as a vending machine. It doesn't do that, and people like complain about it. Like the guy literally never speaks. Like he speaks in like
Oh, for real?
like little like voice like recorded bits like that you would hear a vending machine say to you like when you like buy something like oh
That's
thanks for
cool.
shopping.
That is
They
hard.
he develops a whole like code to speak to like a girl that like the first girl that finds him.
Oh wow.
And like he can't walk at all. I don't know, maybe that changes. I just know he definitely does not transform into a human or anything. He stays a vending machine.
That's actually based.
That's
And
so
like the girl
That's
has to like lug him around and like set him up at places and stuff. And like there's like a whole weird point system he has where people have to spend like money at his his himself and
that sounds so
he like has to
stupid.
upgrade his stock or like restock stuff.
I want to watch this.
That sounds so stupid.
I mean, like it wasn't like unique. I mean, it was unique, but I mean, there wasn't like anything crazy that hooked me in. But it wasn't. The first episode wasn't bad. I do have to say, like Trixel, have you watched Eminence in the Shadow?
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
It's boring.
Oh, Hundsu. I love Eminence in Shadow so much. Go crazy.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Yeah, go crazy, Hansu.
Well, actually, I don't know. There's a few things that I was at first thinking about Eminence in the Shadow because we were talking about light novels, like what gets made into an anime, and like what each source they use. And I think Eminence in the Shadow is one of the weird ones where they actually combine like the web novel and the light novel. There's like characters that are
really?
like
Actually?
not. Yeah, there's like characters in Eminence in Shadow anime that are not in the light novel. They like got cut, but like they were brought back and kind of like combined into one. I don't know. I was thinking about that. I just think it's kind of cool.
That's really weird. Okay.
But usually they do
That
use
is
the light
cool.
novel for the anime because it's like the final, the final draft.
Final draft, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Ahmed, you should know this considering how big. You said you're the #1 Eminence and Shadow fan. You said your favorite anime, Ahmed.
I am. It is my favorite. No, it's not.
Honestly, there isn't that much
But-
translated. Like, there's only like 4 volumes out and translated.
For
But
the-
what I do want to say about
Yeah.
Arifureta is that they cut so much, like they changed so much weird stuff that like so I've never Arifureta. I think it got me to light novels because I had no like it was the first series that I just went right into the light novel. I
Mm.
do not know anything about the anime,
Wait,
except
how?
that
What?
it's just because I wanted to watch the Arifureta anime, but I just heard it
Okay.
was so like I heard it's just really bad in some parts.
Yeah.
The novel's better? What?
Yeah, definitely. But
I did
like,
hear that
listen,
the novel is
I,
better.
it blew my mind. I was reading some light novel. It was like, it's like they cut like at least like 2/3 of it. Like there's
Damn.
no the anime goes right into
Mhm.
the like kind of the labyrinth or whatever you say. Like
The
it goes
abyss.
The main
yeah,
abyss?
it goes right into that I think. But there's like a good 200 300 pages of like them getting reincarnated and like having
Yeah, it
like
was
the
weird.
like roles being sorted out,
Yeah,
stuff like
it
that.
was weird that they didn't go into detail about how they got reincarnated because like they said that they got reincarnated,
Oh
but
yeah,
then
they
like
didn't do that.
they never
Mm.
actually like showed them getting reincarnated or like
Uh,
explain why or anything.
Yeah, they completely skipped that.
yeah.
Yeah. Although
That's
there
something that
isn't that
happens a
much.
lot.
Like I'm not too upset about them skipping over like why they got reincarnated because like literally it's just like they go into classroom and like portals appear onto them and they that's it. But
Uh,
I think
Yeah,
that's
like
in OP.
there's like a
it's in the
very
opening.
like
Yeah.
there's like a very specific thing for like character development where they do get reincarnated and like they're told like okay you guys are heroes you have to save us but like they soar out like they kind of have like a little power thing like they get their stats I guess I don't know what they call them in the series but
Stats,
they
yeah.
get their stats they get their like you know what are you good at and then they kind of start that's when they first start like kind of bullying him and stuff because like he gets like jack
He's weak,
shit
yeah.
skill wise like he
Hmm.
gets I think it's the whole thing is he like transmutes things
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's his thing, yeah.
yeah.
yeah and they like basically make fun of him they're like you have jack shit and like
Yeah.
there's like you know the popular guy in the class gets like you know he's like epic and he gets all the skills but like
Hmm.
Hajime gets like nothing and they start bullying him and then like I just don't
That's
know
pretty.
how does the anime go back to like meeting his classmates when they like didn't even like they barely showed them. It's just like really weird to think about. But it like all makes sense in the light novel because it's just you know A to B, B to C. But like I
Uh,
just the what stuff I heard that they cut in the anime, it just seems really weird.
Because
oh yeah.
like
Interesting.
the only reason I was like interested in watching it is because I know this one dude and he like swears upon Arifureta. He's like, bro, this series is so good. Like it's
We
like one
watched
of
two
my
different
favorite.
shows.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite series of all time. But when he talks about it, he never talks about the anime. He always talks about the light novel. So that's honestly probably why. Like probably the
Oh,
light novel does a way better job than
so
the
Hundsu
anime.
might actually be right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I honestly would be down to the read light novel after me and Mushood are done with the anime. Actually, hmm,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Omo will
guess if it's
definitely watch.
I
Wait,
guess if it's
wait.
very different, I guess if it's
Can you
very
imagine
different, I
reading a
might.
light novel with someone? That just sounds.
Well, no,
That does not
Bro,
sound like a great time.
no.
no,
It's called a
no.
book club.
The book
Yeah.
club. Well, no,
Yeah, and
I
even
mean,
then in book clubs you don't read it at the same time.
yeah, you just kind of
Ah,
at your own pace and then like talk about it later. But
I
yeah,
got you.
so I honestly, if the anime and light novel are that different to each other, what I could do is like read the light novel and then like as being a shooter watching it, I can be like, yo, they cut out this thing, or something like that.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Could be
I
something.
really want to know. I really want to know what the criteria is for cutting out something, like an anime in general.
Yeah.
Um, and
Hmm.
like, why is it so weird for this series? I guess.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, sometimes in series, it does make sense to cut out like a specific part because it's just not that important. But then there are some series where they cut out like a pretty important thing, and then you're just left wondering like, why in the world did they cut out this thing that's like very important to this character's development? So
yeah, like
I
they
don't
like the
really get.
class and the
That's.
elite
Yeah,
that
I was.
class scene.
Yeah, bro, I can't believe they actually skipped that. No, Hutsu, honestly, even the Classroom of the Elite, the camp arc, they completely like skipped the directions for like that
Yeah,
exam.
I've heard like so. I guess for context, we're doing this in a
Oh yeah,
fancy
yeah, that's
show.
true.
There's a scene in year one, volume 8 of Class of the Elite where they had like this literal penis measuring contest
I think
in the
I think
battle.
it was volume 10. It was volume. Wait. Oh, you're right. It's volume 8. My bad. My bad. But yeah, they have
Yeah,
a
it's
penis
like
measuring
very
contest.
comedic. You spoiler, you find out the protagonist has something, very long down there.
What?
To an absurd
No.
degree. I mean, I don't
It
know.
ends with the tie.
Yeah, I don't know why they cut it.
It was
I
funny
do have
though.
my suspicions of like maybe they thought because of Albert, like those kind of sensitive to
Oh,
like
true.
because they
Yeah.
kind of were being a little bit weird about it.
Yeah.
Oh, they were kind of being
Al
weird about
with
it.
Albert's nationality, or
But that was
Wait, what?
honestly the
Albert?
Yeah.
because like
Albert,
he's
Albert
like
the
an
is.
half
American
black,
guy.
the
He's
half
black.
black, half
Oh.
Japanese guy, and he like
Yeah.
looks like he's just built like he just looks like belongs in like I don't know, just like some
Baki.
like insane, yeah, like some
Yeah.
He
insane
is very buff.
physical sports manga or something. Like, but
Bro, reading that was so funny because
yeah,
like they would introduce one character and then the next class would be like, all right, you may got that guy, but we got this dude, and then bring up the next guy.
Oh
And
my
they would
yeah,
say
god.
like his package, he has a whole entire take, and his package swaying left to right as he stands.
yeah. I
What?
think there's like
It was
a lot of tiny funny like I just think it's funny how
yeah
they're like, why is Katsuragi using shampoo when he's bald?
yeah.
Um,
It was so
yeah,
You're right.
entertaining.
and like the fandom always talks about like Ayano Koji's T-Rex because of that
Yeah,
scene. They
the
T-Rex.
always describe it
T-Rex.
as the
Wait,
T-Rex.
what?
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 What
What?
is
Yeah,
T-Rex?
that's what they describe his
Oh.
sword.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh
always
my
like, oh,
god.
he'll break this girl or something. It's always like stuff like that.
Oh. Yeah. I think
There
I
are
know what
Yeah.
some
you mean.
deranged people. I've been posting like I've added Gin with some like screenshots of the classroom release subreddit. They're absolutely deranged.
Man, they're
Like
pretty crazy. Yeah.
they're always talking. They're basically always talking about like the girls in the series in certain ways, and they're
Nice.
talking about how like Arisu will get broken by Ayano Koji if they do stuff and like weird
Yeah.
stuff like that.
The art is really, really good.
Yeah.
True.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You can
Yeah.
the guy who made it, like the guy who does the art is like insane about that stuff.
Yeah.
Like you find like literal like there's the art book like out there that's just like full on boobs out. Like they're all topless. Like literally.
Is there
Like
actually?
yeah,
We
it's
have to
like
look
there's
into that.
canon like topless like nudity
Wait, there
pictures.
was there was one I think it was volume was it 4.5 that it was the pool part, and
Yeah.
like the last it was like one of the first 2-page panels, and they actually like didn't do the censorship properly. Like the
All right.
censorship was a little bit off. I
Wait.
showed Mushood and Alma, remember that?
It might be that
Oh
picture
yeah, yeah, I
then,
remember
because
that. I
it is a
remember.
locker room picture I'm thinking of where
Yeah,
I
yeah, that
don't
I think
remember.
that's the one. That is the one.
I don't
Yeah, they
remember.
like the censorship for one of the characters is a little bit off.
yeah, it might just be the uncensored version of that then
Yeah,
in the
but
art
I
book.
bought like the oh probably because like no I bought like the original the official volume,
Yeah.
and yeah, and even with that it seemed a little bit off.
I don't remember you showing me that.
I remember
I'm
showing it.
pretty sure
I
I'm
remember
pretty
being
sure I
shown.
showed both. I'm pretty
I
sure I
remember
showed both
that for
you
a long
guys.
time.
I mean, of course you
Yeah.
did, Mission.
There are like
Same.
two volumes in year two that are the first color like double page spread is just a girl in a bikini or like two characters in a bikini. I know because I went to Barnes and Noble and I was like, I wonder what the Classroom Elite novels look like, and I was like, I'm going to check year two volume 4, I think, because I think that's the one that has one of the pictures I'm looking for, and I wanted to see it in person when I was like doing a little quality check of the physicals. But yeah, they get pretty saucy later.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not even
Yeah,
later,
very,
like
very
the whole
saucy.
series.
Yeah, I
I
can
got
see
you.
that. Like I haven't even consumed the series very much, but I remember seeing. I think I remember seeing that like the uncensored coat stuff at some point. I don't know where or how, but I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah. Uncensored?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the art book that Hunter was talking about, at least.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did send it in
Oh.
Fast Anime Discord. I sent it to Mike because he asked
Oh,
when I was
actually.
talking about it. Yeah, it's like a website link or something. I forgot.
Wait, if you find it, can you send it to me?
Yeah, I can
Like,
find it
if
like
it
right
comes up.
Just
now.
curious, just
I,
curious.
Just yeah, I'm asking for a friend, Hunsu,
Yeah,
for a
asking
friend.
for a
okay,
friend.
do you
Yeah,
want to do
Not for me, not for me.
a
yeah. We're
live
asking for our
reaction?
editor, Jim.
Yeah, for Jim. Jim is a big fan of Classroom of the Elite, let me tell
Mhm.
you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, especially
Mm,
the females.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim 100% did School Days twice and memorized every line of Arifureta. He's a really wild guy.
He memorized. Okay, Jim is a cool guy, but he's not that insane, bro.
No,
No.
he is. Trust me. You haven't seen his new text. He's absolutely wild.
Okay, bro.
I really love Jim. We should invite him next time.
Yeah,
Jim
we'll
has
have him as a
insisted.
guest.
I mean, yeah, right. Of course.
Yeah. All right,
Um,
I'm gonna ask you guys a random question.
uh,
Yes.
It's back to gaming.
Okay.
So we did talk about this last week a little bit,
Ooh.
and
Shit.
oh
All
man,
right.
What? What?
Oh, by the
well,
beds. Oh, by
it's
the
this.
beds.
It's the seventh picture.
Let me
should
see.
I be in incognito mode for this?
I
Let me
mean,
see.
maybe just the website name.
Okay. But anyhow, so I started playing recently. I've been trying to get into the Switch, yada, playing more Switch games, and I've been playing Mario Odyssey.
Mhm.
Now, Hudsu, did you grow up playing Mario games?
Beds.
I played Mario 64 on the DS when I was younger, but otherwise,
Oh, okay.
that's it.
Would you play like Mario games nowadays?
The only thing is like they're. Well, I guess I can't say just they're too expensive because I could guess I can emulate like Mario Odyssey, but
Yeah.
I never feel the urge to like go out of my way and play it.
I want to ask you, Mushood, the same question. Would
Which
you
is?
like nowadays play like a Mario game?
Shit. I guess I would if I had it. Yeah, I'd try it out. It's just that
Because like
I would.
because like I started playing Mario Odyssey for the first time, and so I've recently played Mario 64. And like bro, playing Mario Odyssey, like I played about maybe an hour of it. I had a massive smile on my face the whole time. Just like the controls are so much fun.
Yep.
Everything like you're holding the Joy-Cons and like how you move the Joy-Cons, like tilting them left, tilting them right, tilting them up, shaking them. Each one of these is a move in the game.
Oh, okay.
Outside of like the actual buttons as well. Like the move set for this Mario game just like shocked me at how many layers there are to it. Like I actually spent a decent amount of time opening up like the move set to actually try and practice how to do some of these moves. Just because I was so impressed with how much there was to it. And like the game looks good as well. Like I think one thing because the last Mario game that I've played was probably either on the Wii or the 3DS. It was
All
I think
right.
Yeah.
Mario 3D Land maybe. So it has been a long time since I've played like a Mario game. So just seeing this one, and it's like it takes a lot of things from like a lot of the older games as well. There's a lot of similarity. There's a lot of similarities, and so
Okay.
just playing it honestly, and this is how I kind of consider Mario games. I feel like they have kind of like a magical vibe to them.
Hmm.
I,
I
I'm
100%
bas-
get
I
I'm
that.
see that
basically
as
saying
nostalgia.
yeah, like pretty much nostalgia. But yeah, I guess like what I am saying, I was gonna say no, but it's not just nostalgia; it's more. But no, that more is basically nostalgia. Um,
Yeah. Ahmed
but
coping.
yeah, I'm coping. But shoot, I would honestly recommend, and even for Hutsu as well, I would recommend trying Mario Odyssey. I didn't finish the game. I'm literally like I said, 1-2 hours in, but that just 1-2 hours in instantly hooked me. Like it seems like it's a fun ride.
Yeah, I
You,
mean
you know, Ahmed.
Mario Odyssey, it's one of those games, like if you watch a speed run for it, you really see how like in-depth how in-depth the controls are for that game. Because like there are
Yeah.
moves that people do, they do it so fast, but they require so many inputs on the controller, and it's just like you're seeing it and like you're trying to see if you can do it yourself, you're like, how in the world are you supposed to? Like, bro, no, there are people, they've done speedruns where they use their hands and they use their feet.
What in the world?
Yeah, yeah,
That's so cool.
it's pretty much it's a two-player speedrun, and in Mario Odyssey, player two is Cappy, the Mario's hat.
Oh, the hat.
Yeah, and
Oh,
so what
Yeah,
you
right.
can
Okay.
do is
creative
they
name.
use their feet. Yeah, they use their feet to control Cappy, and like they can go like capture stuff so far away from Mario early, so that he can like just skip like massive parts of the map, or they use
Oh
them
wow,
to like get like a triple bounce on the hat or something like that. And so, dude, it is insane.
that's
Like it
crazy.
is insane some of the things they can do with their hands and feet, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am.
that's cool.
I'm hyped moving forward with that game.
I didn't think it'd be that. I can a Mario game really have that complex of a moveset? I mean, what would be the
I
point?
mean, even Mario 64 is pretty complex.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
was
that
gonna
is
ask, how does
true.
that compare with Mario Odyssey, Ahmed? You played Mario 64.
Yeah, I mean, first off, controls like the way I felt. So the first time I started up Mario Odyssey, the reason, like initially, I was so happy was because the controls instantly felt similar to Mario 64, except with the addition of Cappy, they added like another massive layer to it. So many more things that you could do. But like I feel like the core controls are very, very similar. Like kind of your long jump, when you kind of run and you do this kind of like side flip, like all
Uh-huh.
these things are similar to Mario 64 as well. That's kind of like my first impressions. I mean, I'll see later on as well. Omar was telling me that there's even like a Mario 64 skin as well in the
Yeah,
game.
it's cool. Like it looks like 1-to-1 with Mario 64, like the model.
Oh,
It's pretty
oh,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So I would recommend. I feel like a lot of people probably have already played this game. I think
I
it's
mean, it
like
is
what?
pretty old.
How old is it?
I think
I think it's like 7 years old or something,
yeah, it's pretty old.
which is like crazy to
Man,
think about.
it's that old already?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro, I
because it
remember.
came out with the Switch's release,
I think so.
and
Yeah.
the Switch is like I think
Yeah,
2017. I
came
think
out
the
when I was in
original
high
Switch.
school.
Oh, you were in high. Oh man. I
Yeah,
think. Wait, no, I was also
mine's
in high school.
04.
I think.
What? No, it's seven. Oh, maybe you were. Maybe we were in high school.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
wild. It's like
Yeah.
at every moment, like things are constantly happening.
Yeah.
That's wild.
People grow up. Time moves.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Time is always just. Yep. You said it better than me.
Yeah.
Mushood fumbled.
Yep.
I
Yep.
should fumbled the
No,
bag.
no, it was intentional. It was intentional. It's just that how Ahmed said was so eloquent that I'm not even gonna try to imitate his intellectual prowess. You know.
That is
So
some D1 writing right there.
uh,
Crazy.
it's friend writing.
Q1 writing.
Um.
Yeah.
All right, Hansu. Now that we're getting near the end, what did you think about this podcast? Do you think we were cringe?
No,
You could be honest. You could be honest.
Yeah, you can be honest, especially
no,
considering
it
some things
You,
Ahmed
was,
you
said.
could
it was
you could
fun.
be you could be real that Omar was annoying. Mashoud's Shiny Day story was horrible, and
And Ahmed's bitch ass never
and
said
I
anything of worth.
yeah.
I mean, I like talking. I don't know. I'm not really a podcast listener, so I don't really know what makes a good one or, you know.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I enjoyed the talking side of it. Like, you know,
No, no, no.
Would you watch the podcast?
Say yes, say yes, say yes.
um,
Yep.
yes. No, I mean,
Okay.
Ah,
I'll
so
say
you're
yes
such
because
a real
Pixel.
one.
No, but I mean, I don't know, like I'm just not a super big podcast person in general. So
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, and not everyone is like into podcasting or podcast,
yeah,
so I don't blame you.
Yep.
So we will see you guys next week, perhaps at this time. Like now that we're actually like good at recording. Well, no, it's not that we're good at recording. It's that podcast sucks ass, and OBS is just the Chad.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we will see you guys next week. So
See you guys.
thank you from the
Can I
bottom
wait?
of my heart.
Thank you from the
No.
bottom
That's
of
not
my
as
heart.
again.
Can I say the thing? Can I say the thing?
What? Yeah.
Take two. Love and peace. Bye.